And it's the High Flyers starting this one out.
Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game. It's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
Sinks it from distance.
And this is where you have to talk. Defensively, guys, that was just too easy.
And taking the floor for Union Elite, it'll be Loon Diaz running the show from the point. Mitch Mitchell's at the off guard. Bird will be playing in the wing role. And the always dangerous Brandon Harris at power forward. Finally, Drew Robert holding down the center spot. The starting five for the High Flyers. MP runs the show at the 1. Devontae Mills is the 2 guard. Nathan O'Neill and Ben Gov are the forwards. And the man in the middle is Liam Callahan. Outside O'Neill. Back to MP. The tray. Good. And the assist goes to O'Neill. Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them. So at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
Now here's Diaz. Robert, a screen. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. Good D that time by Jason Brock. And the star for this Union Elite team is Brandon Harris, a fantastic big man who can score from anywhere.
Harris is one of the most efficient and focused players you'll find on the court. And it's funny, I actually think MP would have complemented Harris's game perfectly if MP had chosen Union Elite.
And that one's good. It's Diaz.
Nice find by Diaz on the arc. Good opportunity for him to hit a strong 3.
Outside, MP. Brock outside. MP. Fires for 3. And another 3 for the Flyers.
They've built quite the lead for themselves early on.
Yeah, and just an impressive all-around performance from the get-go.
Diaz, now covered by MP. Finds Bird. Shoots over O'Neill. Here's Robert. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
A second effort from the big Robert. Coach and scouts love to see that.
And over the course of this WCBL season, we've seen some great growth from MP.
Indeed, there's been a level of maturity that's come along with his game, not only with his footwork and his basketball IQ, but with how he really carries himself.
And Union Elite with possession. A 12-point contest. Oop, and there's the alley. Stolen by Callahan. And here's MP on the outside. And another 3 for the Flyers.
He's having a field day from beyond the arc.
Quick note to the defense, feel free to get a hand up. Someone might want to actually guard him.
Now Diaz. Bird, guarded by O'Neill. Fades away. The shot from Bird, no good. And here are the High Flyers now. And as we've mentioned earlier, a bit of a vendetta of sorts against MP in this one, albeit it's in good spirits. But in games like this, tensions can run high, especially early on.
And hopefully no one's trying to make a point and let it get out of hand here. Emotions might be elevated, but prove your point on the court with your play.
Here's Mitchell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Diaz with it. MP's there. And yep, it's good.
And although he is a guard, Diaz, he's not bashful. He's trying his luck inside, and with these results, you see why he goes in there.
Pass to O'Neill. Diaz with the steal. And here's Robert. Now here's Harris. Defended now by Callahan. Harris, right side. Just 5 on the clock. Diaz. For 3, it's Mitchell. That shot doesn't fall. And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris.
an improving aspect of O'Neal's game. If we have a second to talk about his playmaking, because right there he just made the right play, and he knows that that's important for his team.
Inside. Here's Harris. They get it back. Pass to Robert. Now Harris. He's covered by Gov. Goes up again. Harris shot is off. The high fly is dictating the flow. 19-point lead, which is the biggest of the game. Outside O'Neal. Back to Gov. Over Harris. Goes back up. And Callahan puts it in.
Well, it's tough to try to keep the gigantic Callahan off the glass at all. Sometimes he's just going to overpower you.
Pass now to Harris. Here's Robert. Nice D from Leon Callahan. And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true, and it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it, but those who do will know each other from their experience here.
Now here's Diaz. 5 points in the game. Out of bounds, it'll be the high flyers ball.
Substitution, Union Elite. Substitution for high flyers.
And here are the high flyers now. Back to MP. Launches it. It's good for his 8th straight bucket. He's perfect from the floor.
They're creating some separation on the scorecard now.
A nice cushion, and they're not even taking their foot off the gas.
Now a timeout called by Union Elite. And the high flyers making a change here. Union Elite with the ball. You look at both of these teams. Some great depth out there.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
Now here's Robert with just 5 to shoot. Up top, Mitchell to stop the drought. And Kolish misses.
And now they're starting to panic a little bit as the drought just continues to worsen.
Time for some kind of leadership to step up and put a stop to this run.
O'Neal, no good.
And the coaches can't be happy with that ugly possession.
I agree. Probably not the shot that they wanted.
And now whistle blown against MP. That is his first foul of the game. Now Harris. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Back to Kolish. Bird. Off target from 3-point range. And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these teams, Joe, is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
Now here's Bird. Kicks it to Mitchell. And he's going for the alley-oop. To the middle. MP, no good.
Credit the D there. They got their hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Yeah, stayed very tight on him. Didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
Mitchell with it, guarded by MP. Bird outside. 6 on the shot clock. Kolish. Union Elite again can't hit it. Pass to O'Neal. Back to MP. 4-3. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
When a look is that good, you can't pass up the shot.
And so Union Elite has it here. Mitchell outside. Now Harris. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Down low. Here's Brock. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
The defense was giving Brock a hard time, but he stayed nimble and was able to get there.
They are desperate for a score here, to say the least.
Their last score getting farther and farther away. They need to get something going.
Now here's Bird. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game. Pass over to Casey. Back to MP. Here's the three. Sinks the tray.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. So effective at this point.
A dominating first half of play so far. It hasn't been close. The High Flyers lead this one, delivering the blowout. And plenty more to come right after this. Welcome back for the second half as MP leads the High Flyers against Brandon Harris and the Union Elite. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago.
Out to the left wing, and here's Diaz from the arc, and Callahan pulls it down. And here are the High Flyers now. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Right there, Callahan using his size against the tight D.
Now here's Diaz. He's guarded tight. That shot's good.
Defensively, I'd like to see a little more pressure on the shot. Good look from mid-range.
Past MP. Here's O'Neal. Diaz with the steal. Here's Harris.
You're kidding me.
It doesn't take a lifelong scout to understand why Harris is a blue chip prospect. He has the ability to get it done on offense.
And what is so great about Harris is that he can attack the rim from multiple levels. That's almost required for primary option big men these days. And Harris is a perfect fit for that kind of role.
Now here's Diaz. He's got 7. And he's going for the oop here. Now Harris lays it up and banks it in.
That's what the scouts want to see from Harris. Score it inside.
Now the High Flyers with it. Callahan inside, covered by Robert. Back to O'Neal. Pass to Brock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's MP on the outside. Harris comes down with the board. Here's Mitchell. Hauled in by High Flyers. To the paint. It's Callahan. Nice pass, led him right to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Wow, I mean, and are you really surprised? That's Liam Callahan, paving his way to an inside score like it's a construction site.
Finds Bird. Shoots over O'Neal. Bird with the bucket.
Hey, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home.
Here's O'Neal. Bird defending. Basket counts.
Inside points, they're important for O'Neal. He needs to show that he can score from any. Anywhere on the court.
Outside Diaz.
Hey, right here.
Harris inside. Gov's there. Nails the baby hook.
He's shouldering the offense here, and his team knows it can count on him to produce.
And as great as a player as Harris is, he simply hasn't had the same impact as MP tonight, guys.
Oh, definitely. And we've seen what has set MP apart from the other stars in the WCBL. When things are falling for him, look out. He's just at another level.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Terrific giveaway by Gov. Instead of holding the ball, he feeds the open man.
And Diaz. 7 points in this one. Now Harris. He's covered by Gov. Back to Harris. Over Gov. And again, Union Elite get the bucket.
Playing with his head up, locates his teammate, gets him the rock.
Pass to Gov. MP. On the wing, O'Neal. And the High Flyers, another triple.
Was O'Neal ready to fire there or what?
And so Union Elite has it here. Outside Diaz. Fades away. The high flyers grab the miss.
He turned that high percentage shot into a low one by using the fadeaway.
And the shot goes
Basket
down.
by
Creating
number
opportunities
24.
for others the entire evening.
It's beautiful to watch. This is how basketball's supposed to be played.
Now here's Diaz.
Yo, watch him!
There's a lob to the hoop. And the shot is good, dropping off the front of the rim and in.
Great activity to get the second chance points for his team.
O'Neal, Bird defending. From deep, it's MP. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal.
It's been a parade of threes from them ever since halftime.
Yeah, we know what they were talking about during the break. They've been dialed in from deep.
And Diaz. It's Harris at the high post. Stolen away by Gov. Brock with it. Mitchell covering. MP with the bucket.
They keep going to him, and he keeps coming through. He's leading the game in scoring.
And so Union Elite has it here. Diaz with it. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First team foul.
Right there, Diaz catching the defender a little out of position, making him pay.
No good on that second free throw. Here's the high flyers. Here's Mills. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
They've looked terrific in transition today, and that's had a lot to do with their success.
Oh, it has. They've done a good job recognizing any time they've had numbers and then taking advantage. We've seen it again and again.
There's just so much you can do with Mills running the show. Half court, in transition, he can do it all over the floor.
Robert can't get it to fall.
He makes a courageous attempt to get inside, but the defense forms a wall and he can't get past. He threaded the bounce pass in there very well.
Here's Walker, guarded by MP. Kicks it to Walker. Returns it to Robert. Dunn brings it down. From deep, it's MP. It's rebounded by Robert. Union Elite with the ball. Harris in at the high post. Jumper over Mills. That one short off the rim. Pass MP. Mills outside. And here's MP on the outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
What a competitor. He's been looking for his shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Their offense has stagnated.
It's been hard to watch. They need a bucket, and soon.
And Harris gets it to go.
From mid-range, Harris is able to showcase his size and skill.
To the inside. Count that bucket.
Oh, the accuracy, just special. Puts the ball where only his teammate can get it.
Here's Walker. Pass to Robert.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
With the fadeaway. And again, Union Elite get the bucket. Now MP. Out to the right wing. Lets the three fly. And the high flyers, another triple.
And now we're seeing them find their groove on offense in this half.
They've been the much more efficient team, chugging along nicely right now.
Here's Walker, now covered by MP. Three-pointer, knocks down the triple.
And comes right back with a three of his own.
Looking to match the three they just made, I love it.
Mills. Yes, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Devontae Mills, typically he's the setup guy for his team, but look at this. It's actually working in his favor. You expect him to pass, and he goes and finds a creative score.
Here's Walker. Now Robert. Harris outside. 4 on the clock. Misses the three. He used the pump fake well there, but couldn't capitalize. Pass to MP. Here's Almadawi. And here's MP on the outside. And another three for the Flyers.
Surging ahead at the right time.
Gaining some separation and putting it out of reach.
1 second separates the shot clock and the game clock here. And here's Robert. Walker returns it to Robert. Launches a three. Knocks it down from distance.
They took a little bit of a chance there going to the double team. It left an open man in another spot.
From deep, it's MP. Off on that one. So it's the High Flyers winning this one easily.
An impressive performance from the High Flyers in this one. You have to credit MP. He was an instrumental part of this win. You see the kind of potential that this kid has already.
Without question, Danny. And on the flip side for the Union Elite, a tough loss.
Well, Brandon Harris just didn't do enough in this game. He had his moments, but in the end, MP and his High Flyers were just too much to handle. But it's okay. They can't dwell on this. They've got to put it behind them and just move on.
And that's a wrap, everyone. For Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, this is Joe Lamy saying thanks for being with us.
I did like.
Yeah, good game out there, man.
Thanks.
People are talking.
Man, those guys were legit. I could see why Dion said they would have been a good fit for me.
Yeah, but I love how you didn't let up, even though you knew you made the All-Star team already.
Come on, I'm always 110.
Well, good. You're going to need to keep that same energy against the EYBL Select, because this is a huge opportunity to move up in the rankings for us. I can't stress that enough.
With all due respect, Mr. Kelly, I'm trying to be the MVP, so I know how important this game is.
If you could pull that off, that would be massive.
If. Come on, Austin Kelly. You gotta believe in me now. You're my agent.
You're an incredible talent, MP. But you're going against an entire team of incredible talents, not the least of which is your matchup, Ice McCall.
Yeah, I know all about bro.
Well, then you know to take him serious.
Look, definitely. Dude is a beast. But so am I.
I'm excited to see how you handle it.
I'm about to shock the world.
You ready, MP? You gotta play the game of your life tonight just for us to even have a chance.
Yo, I know I cooked you last time we played Jay Moore, but that's Nike's EYBL Select out there. If we're not all on point, they're gonna take turns dogging us. It ain't just on me tonight.
Yeah, but you're checking Ice. Dude's a future lotto pick, man. I'm nice and all, but he's on a different level.
Hey, yo, I'm not scared of anybody I'm matched up against. Hey, Tyson. What's up, bro?
Welcome, everyone. It's the EYBL Showcase. We have a fantastic game full of young all-star talent from the West Coast Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. And guys, what a great group we have here tonight.
Oh, we've got stars from all over the country, and they're all looking to leave a lasting memory in this one. I'm sure we'll be seeing some future faces of the sport here.
As you said, Danny, the future is going to be on full display here tonight.
And scouts will be very interested in this matchup, despite it being an exhibition game. When you have this much talent gathered together on the court, the basketball world can't help but notice. Well, what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
For the Nike EYBL All-Stars, future superstar Tyson Ice McCall has the keys to this offense, with Lack and Cologne on the wings, and Robinson and Pachumsi locking down the paint. And representing the best of the best in the WCBL, the starting five begins with MP at the point. Devontae Mills will be the shooting guard. Carrington will keep their D busy on the wing, while Harris provides some punch at power forward, and the quiet assassin Miles Thunderstone is the anchor in the low post. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor. It's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
Fires for three. The UIBL, no good that time either. Shoots the three. Yes, that one's good. Mills picking up the assist.
Maybe some miscommunication from the defense there. No one there to guard him.
McCall outside. Black for three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Black with a triple of his own. That's exactly how you respond to a three on your team.
Stone. He's guarded by Prachumsky. Carrington outside. And another three for the WCBL. And every time we've seen Carrington, he's found a way to add something to refine his game.
He does so much with his shooting and his defense that anything else he gives you is icing on the cake. But I love the work ethic he's shown to continue improving, and I'm interested in some cake after the game.
Now here's Mills. Yep, that one goes.
Taking what the D gives him. That's smart basketball. That's Devontae Mills.
Outside, Black. Pass to Cologne. It's McCall on the wing. Now here's Prachumsky. Yep, that one goes.
Terrific pass there, setting up his teammate well.
The West All-Stars leading this one. Now MP. For three. And another.
Jaeger, Jaeger, Jaeger. Yep, because I am one, apparently. What the fuck? Got it.